Baba Vanga was a fascinating woman, and she was thought to have an extraordinary ability to see the future. Baba Vanga, who lived in Bulgaria, became famous for her mysterious predictions. She made shockingly accurate predictions, especially about major world events. And, according to her prophecies, we will be hit with all kinds of trouble next year. Then let's get started with the darkest prophecies for the year 2024. Global epidemic. According to this prophecy, there will be a worldwide epidemic similar to the one we experienced in 2020. But this time, we are in a very bad situation. It's going to get worse. I'm stuck at home, and we wear masks everywhere we go. In those few years, the idea that maybe all of this is preparing us for something bigger, a pandemic that's more deadly, more contagious, and will spread around the world more quickly, has been floating around. Whether it's a deliberate spread to gain political control, whether it is a virus or something from nature. If this prediction comes true and we encounter a terrible supervirus, I hope we will be prepared. There is also the possibility that Baba Vanga's prophecy has already come true in 2020 and therefore has been largely overcome. It is also possible that the prophecy is completely fake, so do not rush immediately. It is useful. This is a mysterious disease. The prophecy directly affects the former president of the United States, Donald Trump. According to Baba Vanga, Trump will contract a mysterious disease that will cause brain trauma and deafness next year. I can't help but wonder if this will be an effect of the disease we just discussed. It sounds pretty scary. I'm not sure what brain trauma means, but losing hearing is definitely something I wouldn't want to happen to anyone. Something like a powerful dragon will take over the planet. Baba Vanga was talking about an amazing dragon that will come to the fore in the future. Maybe it's a strange creature or an alien. Some say it's a spiritual being. No matter how cool the idea of the world, being ruled by a winged, fire-breathing monster is, if it is not talking about a legendary dragon, it is an important geopolitical development that will form a strong bloc by establishing a close alliance and cooperation. Although he has not gone into details about what this alliance will include, the implications are quite clear. Could completely reshape the landscape, could lead to other prophecies, a potential World War III. Quantum computers. Unlike traditional computers that use bits of 0 and 1, quantum computers use qubits that can represent any combination of 0 and 1 at the same time, which means they can perform complex calculations much faster than the devices we use now. In this technology in 2024, quantum computers are not inherently evil and are certainly useful for solving complex problems. But this technology also has a dangerous side. The biggest concern here is the potential to break the encryption methods we use every day. Sensitive data can be leaked much more easily than any hacker could achieve. The authentication systems we currently use may become completely invalid, which may lead to potential breaches and cyber attacks. We will give more information about cyber attacks later in the video. The rise of AI. The use of AI will skyrocket by 2024 and will completely change the world as we know it. Of all the prophecies on this list, the only one I can actually see coming true is that this century is advancing at an alarming rate, and it will destroy any living being. It's learning faster than humans. It's gotten to the point where scientists are starting to worry about AI gaining some form of consciousness. If that happens, we're probably going to be completely screwed. This isn't because the AI is deliberately malicious and wants to destroy us like Skynet, which it could do, but the main thing is that concern is that it can easily replace us. Human talent and skill may become a thing of the past. Look at how quickly AI is impacting some industries. Writers and actors are on strike. Animators and artists are afraid of losing their jobs. I find AI really scary, and in a way it doesn't get completely out of control. We will find a way to integrate it. I hope that the first contact with alien life will be in the Balkans. It belongs to extraterrestrial beings. They will introduce themselves to us next year. At least they will be accepted by the public. If you believe that aliens are already among us, introducing us to new technologies and changing the world, this will not surprise you. If friendly beings, this may actually be positive. But if they're not that friendly, then you can guess what happens. Honestly, if I could choose the end of the world, I'd probably choose it. I think fighting aliens would be pretty cool. Humanity would become extinct. Better than a giant meteor hitting the planet. Maybe being invaded by aliens would save humanity once and for all. It might force us to come together, and we'll realize we're not that different after all. It's too bad we need an alien invasion to make this happen, but I guess there won't be any other way. Increase in natural disasters. It looks like 2024 will be filled with crazy disasters, mostly caused by climate change, tsunamis, monsoons, hurricanes, tornadoes, you name it. It is predicted that these disasters will cause widespread destruction and death. A prophecy is also mentioned that it will hit Asia next year and will be the deadliest tsunami seen since the one in 2004. It is not certain where exactly in Asia the tsunami will be. Of course, this is just a prophecy. That's why, if there are Asian residents in the audience, do not panic. It is predicted that there will be a huge earthquake on the Pacific coast. With the shifting of tectonic plates on the Pacific coast, giant sliders may emerge from the ocean, and we may have to build huge machines to fight against them. This would be quite expensive and could lead to a global economic collapse. Yes, how are the points? You see that it is starting to unite. Chaos in Europe. Yes, it seems that Europe will live a long time from 2024. If Baba Vanga's prophecies really come true, Europeans will have fun years ahead. Most of the prophecies are about religious extremists carrying out attacks targeting both civilians and political leaders in various parts of the continent. Apparently, one of them is Putin. According to the prophecy, someone from Russia will try to eliminate it. Eventually, power will completely change hands in Europe. Not only that, Baba Vanga also states that the European economy will completely collapse. Supposedly, so you might want to postpone your European holidays for the next few years because things look set to get pretty dangerous. Increase in cyber attacks. Vanga's prediction for 2024 paints a rather bleak picture of the digital realm, essentially turning into a war zone. Malicious hackers never seen before. It appears that these attacks will go far beyond traditional data attacks and phishing attempts and will be sophisticated and highly destructive attacks that can compromise critical infrastructure, financial systems, and even the fabric of society. Vanga has hinted that these cyber threats may have geopolitical consequences and change the balance of power as we know it today. As you can probably notice, there are some overlapping prophecies. Quantum computing may be an important factor in cyber attacks, and the change in power on a global scale may be expressed by the powerful dragon mentioned before. These cyber attacks may also be partially responsible for the confusion in Europe. Up to this point, I have only talked about the bad things, but I want to end the video with a positive ending. First of all, although many of Baba Vanga's prophecies have come true, some prophecies have not come true. Besides the bad prophecies I have explained here, there are also good prophecies. For example, we can make incredible medical breakthroughs for diseases such as cancer. In other words, we can discover a form of unlimited clean energy and reach 2024. Good things may happen in the following years. There is always light at the end of the tunnel. While these prophecies may raise alarm, it's essential to approach them with caution, considering the possibility of inaccuracies or the mystical nature of Baba Vanga's predictions. See you in the next video.